Hey guys, it's Sox and welcome back to my channel for a brand new speed build. So, already a little pre-warning, this one's gonna be a longer one today, so kick back, get a snack, get a drink, whatever you need. We're gonna have some discussions today during the speed build. It's a bit of a long one, so I have some time to speak my mind. Anyways, before I get into discussions, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the build. So this isn't a pack restricted build. I'm sorry, it's very pack heavy. It's called Plateau. It is on my gallery if you'd like to download it. I really love this house. It has a lot of charm. I was gonna say a lot of charm and character, but my brain tried to mix them together. But it has a lot of charm and character. I feel like it's in Strangerville. I kind of wanted to give it like a suburban-ish feel, but also kind of a little kooky, little wacky like Strangerville. So there's some cool knickknacks and stuff throughout the house, and it's just a little bit eccentrically decorated, I think, and yeah, it's super cute. I love it. But yeah, let's actually, get into the non-speed build stuff. So first things first, by the time we are watching this, my boyfriend will be in Canada. Man, will be coming for about a month and a half, I think. He's gonna be here for a while. But yeah, when this video goes up, he will be here. I believe this goes up on a Friday. He arrives on the Wednesday. When I'm currently recording this, it is Tuesday. I'm trying to get some pre-recording done before he comes, because I feel like recording voiceovers with someone else in my room is a little awkward, so I'm trying to do that beforehand. I want to do some things with him on my channel as well. Back when I first started my channel, like, I'm pretty sure these videos are unlisted, but when I first started it, one of my first videos was with Matt, and we took some really crappy quiz that was funny, but it was really crappy, and it was right at the beginning of a relationship. Oh my god, I still have that video privated on my channel. It'd be fun to rewatch that, because that was over 2 years ago now, when our relationship was pretty fresh. But yeah, so he will be here. We have a lot of stuff planned, which is why I wanted to pre-record some stuff. And really, I kind of started doing this all at a whim, because I had been taking a break from YouTube for a while. But I honestly, I'm proud of myself for figuring out a way to get a decent amount of stuff pre-recorded and pre-uploaded to my channel and scheduled to go out early. I say that, meanwhile I'm filming this right now frantically, as I have a bunch of stuff to do today before Matt comes, because he will literally be here in less than 24 hours. It's more like 18 hours. 16 really by the time I'm recording this. This dude flies in at freaking 8 o'clock in the morning, so I feel bad for him. That's gonna be a very early morning, and we're supposed to do some shopping with my grandma, because it's an excuse for her to go to the States, because we live right on the border, and for some reason it's I don't know, it's like tradition in my family to go shopping in the States every once in a while. I don't know, it's weird, because they have some things that there's not in Canada, because like I said, we live right on the border, right by the crossing. So yeah, we go pick him up from the airport, and then we spend the day kind of shopping locally. And I feel bad for Matt, because he's gonna have to be up at 5 a.m. or he's gonna have to be at the airport by 5 a.m. That's yeah, so yeah, it's also supposed to be really hot that day, or really hot for me at least, and other Canadians. It's supposed to get up to 98 Fahrenheit, which is, for me, yeah, no, I die in that heat. I cannot stand heat, I'm sorry. So today we are talking a little bit about my health again, because that's the only interesting thing that really happens in my life. But I want to say about a week ago, it was about 2 weeks ago now. So I don't even want to say diagnosed, because it didn't even feel like proper diagnosis. I was just told I have restrictions and an obstruction in my lungs. And hearing that was oh, okay, because first off, I smoke copious amounts of weed to get me through my days, basically. That's the only thing I can do for pain and symptom management and anxiety, for that fact. And so hearing that was kind of a whoa. But then I remembered I took that test. I had this test done, this pulmonary test done 4 months before I started smoking pot, and yeah, it took almost a year to get the results back. And the worst part is I had asked for those results multiple times from multiple different doctors, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll take a look at it, and then it was just never touched on. And I had it on my file that entire time while I was going out asking doctors about, like, you know, this test I had that I had never received the answers for, and I was never told that I had something going on in my lungs. Like, you think someone should have told me? Because I also have a little bit of inflammation as well. So keep in mind, this was before I started smoking pot, so I kind of didn't know how to feel about it. Because I did have a very, very bad run through with pneumonia in late 2019, so I'm like, okay, well, maybe could still be leftover from that, I don't know, but it just kind of pisses me off that I wasn't told that. And maybe, I don't know, maybe they don't tell so they don't let the patients freak out. Like, obviously I'm fine, I live with it. If it was an emergency, I would like to think that they would have told me to come in and do something, but still, like, I hate that I have to fight tooth and nail to figure out what's happening in my own body. It's been a struggle. Forever I'm grateful for the free healthcare system we have in Canada. Well, free for now. We won't get into that in this build. That's an entire different thing. But yeah, I'm very thankful that I've not had to pay for any of my treatments growing up or any of the tests I've had to have, because I had to get, like, repeats of tests sometimes over and over and over again, and I know that some of these tests are quite costly in, you know, systems where universal healthcare isn't a thing. So I'm very grateful for that. But in the same instance, there's so much wrong with the administration, I feel like, and I know that's partly because doctors are sort of responsible for their own administration. I think in both Canada and North America. In North America, they do a fair bit of administration on their own as well, doctors, and that kind of causes issues, and it's why, you know, doctors have less time to see patients, and you go into a doctor's office and it's like, oh yeah, your appointment's in 10 minutes, and you end up in the waiting room for like an hour and a half. It's because doctors have to handle a lot of their own administration, and like, yeah, okay, that's cool, whatever, but the worst part is that I have to re-explain to these doctors every single time I go and see them again what my problems are. It's like, you read my file? You read my files, right? Like, you can't remember a little bit? Like, do I really have to explain to you again why I don't have a spleen? Like, do I have to explain to you again why I'm on this? Like, I get it, they want to, I don't know. It just drives me insane that I have to keep repeating myself, and it actually, like, weighs on your mental health, I feel like, as it goes on, and it definitely has. I did kind of a breakdown TikTok, and I don't mean like a sick beat breakdown, I mean like a crying breakdown. Like, I had like a breakdown on TikTok about it because, and in the same doctor's appointment, I found out I had that pulmonary obstruction. The doctor called me overweight, and listen, there's nothing wrong with that. I know that. I know on the BMI chart I am overweight, and I know in real life I'm definitely overweight, but I don't think I'm overweight to the extent he thinks I am. But that was just the first time I'd ever been told. And seeing all of these doctors that, oh, you are overweight, this could be contributing to your health issues. And for those who don't know, I was misdiagnosed with cancer a year ago. I keep saying I'm going to make my own video about that, like, dedicated to that without a speed build, and I will eventually, but yeah, I was misdiagnosed with cancer. It's this whole thing, and it's just been this rat race of trying to figure out what's wrong with me, because it affects my life, you know? Like, I've obviously done things and started to do things that, like, make it better. Like I said, smoking pot, like, that's been helping to regulate my sleep. I get restful sleeps, and I no longer have to sleep for extreme periods of time, I feel like, since I started that. But yeah, it's just kind of baffling that was the first time I'd ever heard from a doctor that I was overweight. And so I explained to him that, like, listen, I know it says I'm overweight, but we also have to keep into account here. And I said this because it is very true. We have to keep into the account that I have very large boobs. Like, I'm an E cup, I think. I think I might be an F cup, actually. I think it's E. I don't know. Either way. big, and especially for my height, because you look at my height and you look at my weight and you're like, oh, that's someone who's almost morbidly obese. I mean, I'm not morbidly obese. I can admit that I am overweight and definitely treading that line on maybe not full-blown obesity, but my weight points to that on the BMI chart. But here's the problem: I got these massive tits in my chest. I'm only 5 feet tall, so yeah, it doesn't bode well for me. But like 40 to 50 pounds are literally just on my chest. Like, and that's not an exaggeration, and that gives me my own whole ballpark of problems, but we'll go into that eventually. I've been considering reduction for a long time, and I still don't know, because like, it's funny because I'm kind of, so I don't know about my my actual breast size and cup size, because I've like been losing a little bit of weight, like naturally, in a good way, by the way, not in a bad way, because I'm sick, and I've been very thankful for that I haven't had that happen to me, because I know that can be rough. But I have lost weight on my own, and I've bulked up a little bit of muscle too on my own, and that's kind of shrunk my chest a little bit. I mean, they're still massive, but it has shrunk my chest a little bit. So I don't know about the breast reduction yet. I just want to figure out what's wrong with me before I start doing all this, like, okay, I'm gonna finally fix this now procedures, like how I should have waited for my septoplasty. But my septoplasty is what like kind of alerted doctors to this entire cancer misdiagnosis thing. But yeah, the worst part is the septoplasty like was not performed correctly. I'm probably gonna have to get that fixed again later in my life. There's a couple of things I'm gonna have to want to fix later in my life. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like all the proper medical stuff that's wrong with me right now. So that's an ongoing battle, and yeah, I kind of am not gonna be worrying about it for the next like month or so when Matt's here. I have appointments, unfortunately, which sucks while he's here, so I kind of have to, you know, suck it up and deal with that to some extent. But I just don't, I can't keep stressing out about it all the time, you know, because it drags you down. So I kind of, it's almost self-destructive to the point where I ignore things, because like I just don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with the doctors and the talking to people again, because it's not helpful, and it's like this big whole debacle every time that I have to, yeah, my health is definitely, I want to say it's improved, mostly because of stuff that I've done, not because of anything any doctors have done, unfortunately. I'm very grateful for some of my doctors. Some of them are absolute quacks though, but those ones like aren't my doctors anymore. Like I've dissociated with them, because wow, there have been some quackadoodle doctors, and yeah, some really rude doctors as well. But I mean, you're bound to get that when you see so many doctors, because there have been some amazing doctors throughout this whole experience, and nurses too. Just some great people I've met during all of this, and some not so great. And sometimes the not so great stuff tends to overshadow the great stuff, which is unfortunate. So I want to talk about the build real quick. I want to go back to it because I'm about to go into decorating the main floor bedroom. And let me just tell you, the main floor bedroom is massive. It's the master bedroom. It has, you know, an ensuite attached to it. The ensuite's also where I put the laundry, because huge design oversight. I didn't have anywhere to put the laundry that wasn't in that bathroom. So I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna throw it there. Don't care. It might be a little weird layout wise, but I don't care anymore. This house is kind of a little weird, wacky anyway, so I'm just gonna do it. But yeah, this bedroom, which you can see, I'm decorating the bathroom for it right now. It's massive, and it has its own like office space, and it has a seating area to watch TV and a reading area. Like it's a really big bedroom, and I don't know, it's very dramatic. I kind of love it. I'd kind of love a bedroom like that, although I don't think I'd ever leave it. It doesn't have like food, so like if you can't unfortunately live out of it, and it's probably bigger than like most apartments. I feel like it's just a massive, obnoxiously massive bedroom. I just wanted to point that out before I got into it, because yes, it was really fun to decorate it, but the whole time I'm like, oh my god, this bedroom's so big. Like whoever like buys that, or like whoever designed this house with this bedroom is something, clearly something else. But yeah, it is quite cute. I love it, and you'll see it in screenshots at the end. It looks really, it's so cute in screenshots at the end. Anyways, okay, moving away from the build once again, I am going to talk about my summer. So obviously, as you're seeing this, Matt will be here, and we'll probably be out doing stuff. We have a bunch of stuff planned for this summer. We want to take a road trip up to Niagara. I think we're gonna do that around my birthday though, which is in about a month from now. Actually, when this goes up, it'll be, oh no, I was about to say when this goes up, it'll be exactly a month. No, it won't, because my birthday is July 15th. So yeah, we're probably gonna do that then, because we're a couple hour drive from Niagara, and Matt would like to see it, and I love Niagara. Niagara is one of my favorite places ever. It's just so, it has the beautiful scenery, and it also has like the most cliche tourist stuff ever, and I'm such a sucker for like really tacky touristy stuff. And oh my god, what is it, cliff what is it called, the street called, it's just the main street of the Canadian Niagara. I love it. It's so tacky, it's so cheesy, and it's everything I love. Literally, I'm just entertained. I don't even have to go in any of the attractions. Like, if I just sit out and watch people like do stuff and like hear all the noise, like it's just the perfect evening for me. Perfect. I love people watching though. So that's yeah, that's also a thing. And there's a couple nice restaurants up there too that I want to take them to. We're gonna try to try a lot of new foods and stuff, or Matt try new foods, because if you guys don't know, I don't know, he just like doesn't eat. Like, it's a joke that my boyfriend just doesn't eat. I make jokes that he literally eats dirt, because there's just so many basic things he hasn't tried before. That's kind of a little bit because of a sheltered childhood, but that's okay, we'll give him a pass. But yeah, there's a bunch of awesome restaurants up there that I want to go to. Oh my god, sorry, I'm like daydreaming now. I can't wait for this little trip. It's gonna be so fun. And yeah, hopefully so I'm gonna get a little sentimental. I want Niagara to be my honeymoon spot whenever I get married, if that's to Matt, which I'm hoping. But by the way, Matt, if you're watching this, I promise that wasn't like a do something about that soon. Let's please wait a little bit. Yeah, no, that, like, one day I want to go back there as a honeymoon spot, because the Marriott overlooking the falls is literally, like, oh my god, it's the most beautiful sight ever, TBH. We're just gonna be having a grand old time this summer, and I just have a lot of really fun stuff planned this year, too, because I plan on going to where he lives. He lives in Massachusetts, in a city right outside of Boston, but we got Gorillaz concert tickets, and if you guys don't know, that's my thing. I love Gorillaz. I love Damon Albarn. Listen, don't even get me started. But yeah, it'll be Matt's first official concert, which I'm super excited about that. Unless we go to the Big Time Rush concert in Toronto, because that could also be a very big possibility. So it'll either be a Gorillaz as his first concert, or Big Time Rush. Yeah, so we'll see. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that concert because we were talking about going to it. But yeah, that would be funny if his first concert was Big Time Rush. I miss concerts so much. I'm so excited for the Gorillaz concert. I miss going to concerts so much. I had a concert planned right before the pandemic started, because I bought the tickets in December of 2019 to a show in June in Detroit. It was to see AWOL Nation, which is another bucket list concert for me. I'm slowly but surely knocking these bucket list concerts out of the way. So I've seen Muse, which was bucket list concert for me. That was in early 2019. Gorillaz is a bucket list concert. I'm going to see that now. Who did I see as a bucket list? Oh yeah, Primus. Primus was a bucket list concert for me as well. And they performed at a music festival that I went to a couple years ago, and I'd love to see them again. I know they play a show, I think in Saskatoon. Like, it's really random. They're playing a show in like Saskatchewan this summer. I think it's something to do with Rush. So yeah, but that's just really funny. That's such a random show for them to do. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that because it'd be fun for it to be Matt's first concert. Gorillas, Big Time Rush too. Big Time Rush would be an amazing first concert as well because that was a big part of both of our childhoods. It was just kind of funny. So yeah, it's a lot of fun stuff planned this summer. Oh my god, I love this room, by the way. So this is not so there, how many bedrooms are in this house? 4, right? Yeah. So I had like kind of a kid's room, and then this was going to be like a teenager's room, and I wanted to keep it as gender neutral as possible, and I think I did a good job, but it's like, it has just such a, oh, I'm already done decorating it. Now I'm moving on to the guest bedroom. But yeah, no, it's just such a, I love the color scheme of that room. I had a lot of fun decorating this house. It was yeah, it was fun. It's on my gallery again. I'm just kind of reiterating it because I'm sort of getting to the end of this voiceover, but yeah, it's on my gallery, which is I Am Socks with 2 S's at the end. Wait, is that my gallery ID? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That might be my Twitter. Wait, hold on. Actually, I don't know my own gallery ID. I was right. My gallery ID is I Am Socks with 2 S's at the end. The fact that I had to check that, though. You'd think I'd know that by now. I've had that gallery ID for like 8 years, but... wait, no, I have not had that for 8 years. more like 5 now? How long have I been going by socks? I don't know. I have no idea. Either way, oh yeah, we're kind of getting to the end of this speed build, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, it's on my gallery. It's called Pleasant Plateau. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with this house. It's pretty accessible. I know there's a couple builds going up on my channel that literally are not accessible. They're just cutely decorated. But usually I put that in my gallery descriptions if they're not accessible. This one's accessible. So you won't have too much issues with your Sims. It's pretty like, place it down, your Sims are good to live in it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of me decorating this little house. I'll kind of add some cutesy background music to fade me into black. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and yeah, I will see you all in the next video of whatever I make. Bye.